Abeg, how you take dey make correct pot of soup just with 1,000 naira, me na 1,500? Omo, this one na better wife material, I swear I go marry. Abeg, update us the matter.
All right, all right. Good morning, my people. Good afternoon, good evening from every part of the world you're watching from. We are here again on Pepe's TV at YouTube with
Choosing stars, movies and music.
all right, all right. So my people, when I don't hear wetin been talk now from the start. So today I'll be teaching us on how to prepare this delicious and cheap sapa egusi soup. Make it dey okay. You understand? So let's get down to the video. All right, my people, but before we get down to the video, like, share, subscribe and comment. So as we all know now, before we start cooking, we have to wash our hand properly. That's what I just did. So we'll be rinsing all the plates we'll be using for our cooking, both to put ingredients like seasoning cubes, salt, pepper, anything,
Meat.
dry fish, meat, you know,
Fish.
all those things. Now down to the washing of the meat. So I added salt in washing of the meat. Just try and wash it properly as much as you want to. Alright, so next we'll be washing our stockfish, popularly known in Nigeria by the Igbo people as oboroko. So I'll be washing it with salt, then adding to the pot of the meat, the washed meat. Adding seasoning cubes to what we have in the pot. It should be based on the quantity of what we have in the pot. Then I added hot water to it. I sprinkled black pepper, which we call Cameroon pepper here in Nigeria, or Ghana pepper. Down to the dry fish, I sprinkled some salt on it. Then we'll be washing with hot water. I added the hot water because the hot water helps in softening the fish and to bring out every particle of sand or dirt in the fish. Alright, my people, we'll be washing our fresh pepper. Yes, our red pepper. We're washing it. After that, set aside, we wash our mortar and our pestle. The Igbo people will call it odo or ikwe. So after washing that properly, we'll be adding our pepper into the mortar. Then we pound. I pound a bit. I added the crayfish into a bowl to pick out the dirt. So after picking out the dirt, I added water to the crayfish. Okay, the purpose of this water is to bring out every particle of maybe sand or seashell from the crayfish.
So that's the main reason you add water to the crayfish.
Yes, it actually settles down. We'll be pounding the pepper and the crayfish properly.
Alright.
So after pounding, I opened my pot. I stirred a bit, then I added the pepper and the crayfish, the pounded pepper and crayfish into the pot. After that, I stir. Then I'll be adding my dry fish. Yes, that's my dry fish. I washed, then I add it to the pot, rinse every particle of it because we don't want to leave out anything. So we added everything to the pot and stir again. So I added more seasoning cubes and added water into the pot. As you can see, the water actually increased, so I added extra water and the seasoning cubes. Down to the veggies we'll be using. We'll be using bitter leaf for the egusi soup today. Normally we know others do use maybe ugu, uziza or anything, but today I'll be making use of bitter leaf.
Wow.
So this in the video now is akang.
Okay.
I don't know what's called in English. Is akang, and this one is the grounded akang. Normally it comes in form of stone, like it's like a stone, but this is the grounded part of it.
Okay.
So the account now, the work of the account is to kill the taste, the bitter taste in the bitter leaf. I don't know if you get. Sometimes you do wonder when you go to occasion and eat bitter leaf soup, is never bitter. This is the secret. They add account to the bitter leaf to kill the bitter taste in it.
Joy.
It boils in a foamy way, so it's better you leave the pot open or halfway so that when it starts boiling you can bring it down immediately.
Okay.
So I poured it and I washed the bitter leaf
with salt. Okay.
That was down.
Okay.
Yes, with salt. Okay, here in the mortar we have the grounded egusi and ogiri. Ogiri is like a traditional Maggi. What I have in the yellow plate is osu. Osu is white in color, then it usually comes in like a boxy form. Sometimes they break it into smaller pieces. So we added it to the egusi. I wanted to add it while grinding, but I had to show you people before adding it to the egusi. So now I'll be stirring what I have on fire, my meat stock and everything, then taking water from the meat stock, like taking the meat stock and adding to the egusi. You add a sizable quantity that will be enough for the egusi to make a paste, not too thick, not too watery. I added salt to the egusi for taste because I have not added salt to my pot since I started cooking. Now I open my pot and I start molding my egusi inside the pot. This is my own method of cooking egusi. I rinse the mortar, don't want any waste, so I'll be adding the water into the pot. Actually, some of you might be wondering why I molded my egusi in the pot. It actually helps it come out like one. This kind of bubbling egusi.
Very good.
Yeah. So I'll be adding our oil.
Okay, that's the red oil that you added. Okay.
Yes, I added the red oil, and that red oil you add it to taste because normally egusi likes or should be containing a lot of
oil. Yeah, it's true.
It helps it to bring out this beautiful color, the taste and everything. So here is my bitter leaf. I'll be adding it. Okay. And this is the finishing part of the egusi.
The bitter leaf that is normal bitter.
Our soup
is ready.
Is boiling like
I'm a cut cap for pep.
It is. What do you mean? So watching, and thanks for joining us at Peppy's TV on YouTube. I take a beg una please share, like, subscribe and comment. Because
ndinkem abeg no na dey share, no na dey like, no na subscribe, no na comment to get more videos from Peppy's TV at least 3 times a week.